Good morning and welcome to Sofa Talk about childcare. This morning we are going to be talking about registration and the reason why childcare, daycares, academies, learning centers, whatever one works for you, charges a registration. Now, I can only state at my location, we charge a registration right now of $50 a year. That is a yearly registration that does have to be paid every single year and for a child's enrollment. Now, sometimes we are asked, what is the registration for? And I will say for many years when I worked for other corporations and when I worked for other preschools and daycares when I was a director, I can honestly say I never knew what they used the registration for. I never did. But I became very, very wise. And when a parent would ask me, what is the registration for? I would normally say, it's used for insurance. Now, I can honestly say, I don't know why every school or what every school uses their registration for. I can only speak on my own location and tell you what I use it for. Now, we use the registration fee yearly to cover their insurance on the children that are at our school. And we have two types of registrations that we have to purchase. We have an accidental insurance, and I'm going to be very open and honest about, I will not be to the specifics of exactly the amount that I pay, but I will be around about ballparking what we pay. So there's an accidental insurance that we use, and that yearly is $500 a year. That basically covers that if a child has any type of accident at our facility, falls, breaks a tooth, breaks an arm, breaks a leg, and has to go to the hospital, a child is fully covered. That is what the insurance pays for. Then we also have a liability insurance. And with the liability insurance, if you run certain programs in your facility, they require a certain amount of liability insurance and their name to be on the liability insurance. We will go into that in another talk. But my liability insurance for the year, I will say, cost about $1,700 a year. So you're looking at $1,700, you're looking at $500. And so you could pretty much gauge what our registration is. Now, that liability insurance covers that if anyone sues us, that they basically are suing more the insurance company, our insurance company, more than us coming out of our pocket and saying, okay, we have to pay them $1 million. That's basically what it is for. It covers us. It covers the building. It covers, if there's damage to the building, it covers the toys on the inside, the chairs, the tables. There's different things that it covers within that liability insurance. I will say that if there's certain programs that you run, they require you to also hold a certain limit of liability insurance. So I normally tell my parents that that is basically what your registration covers, and we pay registration yearly. It's not a one-time deal. As long as you're here, it covers. No, we have to pay insurance yearly. We have to renew yearly. So it's very, very important for parents to know what that registration is used for. Now, I will say, the world is changing. So not only are we asking for more money, because we all want to be paid $15 an hour minimum wage. That is what that's what certain communities are going for. Pay us more money, pay us more money. Okay, and with more money, I promise you, it has to come from somewhere. So things are rising. The cost of living is rising. So way back 5 years ago when this all started out, we want to march for $15 an hour. I said, be careful of what you're marching for, because with that $15 an hour, the cost of living is going to go up right with that $15 an hour. It's going to feel the same. It's not going to feel different. So just be careful. Just be careful is what I was saying to people. We now are at that mark where people are getting paid $15 an hour. I can't say everybody, but I will say that that's, what we're looking for, and that's what our goals are. And so I have to say the cost of living has risen. So our insurance policies have gone up. They have gone up. So what are we supposed to do now to cover the insurance? The liability insurance and the accidental insurance. The registration is going to go up. So I have to say, at my location, my registration is going to be changing in August. It is, because the liability insurance and my accidental insurance has gone up. So it's very, very important for parents to know what registration is all about. I'm not saying that all schools, that's what they do with registration. You have the right as a parent to ask and say, what is my registration going towards? And I have to say now to directors that are not business owners, ask the owners, what are they using it for? So that when a parent asks you, you have an answer. It is not okay for a parent to ask you, what are you using the registration for? And you say, I don't know, because I never asked the owners. No, we need to look like we know what we're doing. We need to act and know what we are doing. So at this time, I have to say, directors that are not business owners, ask your owners, your employee who you are working for, what they're using the registration for, so that when a parent does ask you, because parents, you do have the right to know what we are using the registration for, ask. My parents asked me, and I'm very upfront and I'm very honest with them. It is for your insurance on your child while they're here. So yes, we fight to make sure that there are no accidents at the school. Do accidents happen? Yes, that's why they're called accidents, separated from incidents. There are accidents that happen. And so when you deal with 50, 60, 70, 100 kids, trust and believe, we do have accidents. It just is part of what comes with the territory of the Child Care Daycare Academy world. So at this time, I just want to say, parents, you want to know what registration is all about. I basically told you today what we use our registration for at our program. It is for the insurance. I tell and I hope that all parents are asking, what am I paying this for and what does it go to? It's the same thing as tuition. We are going to get into tuition and the rise of tuition and why tuition is rising. I know that it's a talk of childcare and that, some people cannot afford it. I get it. I absolutely do get it, and I absolutely do understand it. But remember, we were requesting about 3, 4, 5 years ago, we want an increase in our pay. And you're getting one. And this comes with the territory. There's consequences for every change that is made. There is. So I just have to say at this time, thank you for having Sofa Talk about childcare. Hopefully you've learned something today and what registration is all about. If you have any questions, please comment, ask. I do respond and I do answer. And also, please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube page so that other people can be educated and also learn about the world of childcare. Thanks again for coming and joining the Sofa Talk of childcare. Have a great day.